Here's another Champions of Kamigawa pack from a little lot that I just bought. These were selling at 325 at some point, but I paid about 650 for each, which is less than the usual $10 that I've seen them for on eBay. So I'm not gonna complain too much about paying 650 for it. Um, okay, so here go the comments. Okay, Kashi Tribe Warriors is a 5/2/4 creature in green. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, tap that creature and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. That could be useful. Still a 5-drop, and you're not hitting for much with it, so it's really it's really a tapper. You're not going to be using it to win the game. Waking Nightmare. It's a 3-drop, like the old school artwork on some of these cards. An arcane sorcery in black. Target player discards 2 cards. As a 3-drop, that's not bad. Then we've got Harsh Deceiver, a spirit. This block is full of spirits. I was going to say deceivers. It's full of spirits. Common 4-drop, 4/1/4. So it's almost a wall. For an additional 1, look at the top card of your library. That could be useful. For an additional 2, reveal the top of your card of your library. If it's a land, untap this card. It gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and you can only play it once. That's interesting. Still a common. It's a little bit of a heavy drop. Unearthly Blizzard. It's a 3-drop arcane sorcery. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. That could be good. And it's a 3-drop, so it's not terrible. River Kaijin is a 3-drop 1/4. A creature spirit. Again, this block has many spirits. And it's a vanilla creature. So 3/1/4, almost at the wall. It would have been 0/4 if it was a wall. Commune with Nature. It's a 1-drop sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. That's pretty good if you've got a bomb that you want to tutor for in your library. Then you've got Matsu Tribe Decoy. It's a creature, Snake Warrior. It's a 3/1/3. Again, very weak, but it's got to give you something for that weakness. For an additional 3, target creature blocks this card this turn if able. Not that great, but you know you could use that at some point in a limited game. It's got a whenever. I always like whenever. Whenever this card deals combat damage to a creature, tap that creature and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. That could be useful. Then we've got an arcane in black, Soulless Revival, a 2-drop. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. For a 2-drop, that's pretty good, and it's got Splice into Arcane for 2. So when you play an arcane spell, you may reveal this card from your hand and pay its Splice cost, being 2. If you do, add this card's effect to that spell. Yeah, I could see it. I could see using that in some combo. Silent Chant Zubera, old school artwork. 2-drop 1/2. Not terrible. It's a spirit. When this card is put into a graveyard from play, you're getting 2 life for each Zubera put into a graveyard from play this turn. Would have been really good in block if both players were playing a bunch of Zuberas. If you're the only one, there's a limited benefit to that. 6/5/5 with Trample, Moss Kami. That's alright. Here we have Pull Under. It's a 6-drop arcane. That's very heavy. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. You have to wait a long time to play this in a fast limited game. And yeah, a lot of these cards that are that heavy, they see limited play. No pun intended. They see limited play in limited and any other way. Hunden of Cleansing Fire. It's a 4-drop. It's a legendary creature. I mean, it's a legendary enchantment. Again, legendary cards were put in the Kami block all over the place. At uncommon, incredibly enough. So it's a 4-drop. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 2 life for each shrine you control. Lifelink is great. It's a very defensive ability, but you'll need it if you want to survive a game where you're getting hit hard. Hunden of Life's Web, nice artwork, a 5-drop, a legendary enchantment, another shrine. So look at that, back-to-back shrines in the same pack. Put it side by side so we can compare. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token into play for each shrine you control. That's nice, but it's still a 5-drop, and the other shrine is a 4-drop. That's not too great. Okay, so then we've got finally the rare and the last uncommon. The last uncommon is Lure, a 3-drop enchant creature, which these days is called an enchantment aura. All creatures able to block enchanted creature do so. You could use this to take care of all your opponent's creatures with one of your bombs if you have one. Horabi, Death's Wail, is a 4-drop. It's a legendary creature spirit. That's great. You could use it as a general in your EDH commander deck. It's a flyer, 4/4/4. That's very clean. Whenever a creature becomes a target of a spell or ability, destroy that creature. This reads like a very useful card. I feel like looking through all of my other cards and making a nice commander deck with it.